happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday, mixing this. It's your big dog kid, 6 Shot-Town's finest Carlton, your dig, and your girl Leah, a.k.a. the therapist. You are in the mix.
Yes.
I hate this weather. I'm going to tell you that right now. How it go from being damn near 70 over the weekend, so now we back to the cold.
It's not that cold out. It's just rainy.
Nah,
It is gloomy out there, though.
It's gloomy, yeah, but it's
Compared
not like
to
cold.
70, it's a little cold.
Right.
Yeah, I guess you could look at it like that.
The weather over the weekend was perfect.
It was very nice.
It was amazing. I couldn't complain at all, to be honest with you. Shout out to our sponsors, Sour Life Clothing Line, Capture the World, and Rich King Brand. You know, we just gonna jump right into what we mixing up because we got started off with the sports, of course, and the AFC and NFC championships are set. Titans against the Chiefs. No one expected the 6-seeded Titans to make it this far. I know I didn't. And you have the Packers against the 49ers. I know Shot-Town's finest was hoping that the Packers would not make it this far.
My man's Russ ain't get it done.
Yeah, Russ
Wilson ain't get it done, man.
I don't know. I don't know if Sierra ain't give him no punani or what, but yeah, whatever it was.
He had to go home to his baby.
Yeah, that's all there is to it. Now we really going to talk about over the weekend. You know what we got to discuss.
I know.
Because you was talking a lot of ish during the regular season. I just want you to remember that, okay?
Just get it out. Just get it out.
It's a lot of hurt Ravens fans. A lot. How you feeling? You okay?
I'm fine.
Now?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you were hurt over the weekend. Don't try to front either.
I didn't expect us to lose in the way that we lost.
You know what's crazy? I really didn't expect y'all to lose that game either. I was honestly really surprised with the outcome of that game, to be honest with you.
Why couldn't we do what the Chiefs did? I don't know.
Why couldn't y'all just stop Derrick Henry?
I also don't know. Who was talking all that crap? What's his name? What's the defensive? What's it? Edward Thomas? What's the name saying that?
Earl Thomas?
Yeah, and they was making memes about him.
First of all, my man's got stiff-armed and turned into the lead blocker.
Apparently.
It was bad.
Nah, that was hilarious.
It
That
was
was hilarious.
bad.
I think that was what's going around.
I'm not going to lie. I think Derrick Henry might have the coldest stiff arm in the league.
Listen, man, when you can control somebody else's body like they your own blocker and they not,
Bro, like,
what can you
my
say about
man's
that?
really stiff-armed him.
Spun
He
him
turned.
around, then use his body. Like, yeah, block him for
He's
me.
looking for help. Like, help me. Help me.
Ain't no help, bro. You good.
Ain't no help. But here's my thing. You have a Titans team that's really dependent on the run game to carry them to the Super Bowl. Their quarterback has only thrown for, 85 yards in the 2 games that he's played. All they had to do was stop.
He threw for 88 on the Ravens game.
All they had to do was just stop the run game and force him to throw.
I just feel like every team has a bad day, and the Ravens just had a bad day.
You know what?
It just sucks that it happened during playoffs.
What the
had a bad
Ravens,
day.
The Ravens experienced what the Steelers had experienced when they went 14-2. They underestimated their opponent after their bye week.
I don't think really they did though. I just think they just had a bad day.
No, they did underestimate. It was already
I think
Earl
more
Thomas was talking Super Bowl in week 11.
Well, we all were, but I don't think they still practiced and did what they had to do. I just think it was just one of those bad football games. Almost remind us like week 2 or 1 for us.
Nah.
No, it's just you think we underestimated them?
Yeah. Y'all definitely did.
I know the fans did.
When you 14-2, when you earned that bye week.
But we've seen time and time again people have gone 14-2, 15-1.
Not really time and time again. Though.
Well,
Most of the time, them
seen
teams come in there and they go further than the first round or
Yeah.
the second round.
Oh, yeah.
They go
But it
further
all
than
matters
that
about
bye week.
actually getting to the Super Bowl. And we've seen teams who had great regular seasons and didn't do it. So,
Yeah.
we've seen it.
It happens more times than not, though, that the team does go further than what the Ravens went.
Yeah. We really wasn't expecting them to lose that divisional round.
Yeah. See, the any given Sunday thing is It's true.
That's a fact.
You know,
Yeah,
but
clearly we seen that all weekend.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? The thing about it, though, is that it applies a little bit less to the best teams. Like, if you're a 1 or a 2 seed, any given Sunday matters, but it's not supposed to matter as much to you because you better than them because you earned that bye week.
Mm-hmm.
But we done seen what rest do to people.
Yeah.
You get that, you kick back. What was that's not even always rest. I was about to say the time when Odell and them was on the boat.
Oh, yeah.
He came through and was trash.
Yeah.
So I have a couple of things to say. Number one, I know Ravens fans, we are hurt. We did not expect that. But please, leave that lady, Miss Carter's Kitchen, leave her alone. She did clap back. It probably wasn't the most professional. I would have capitalized on that.
What'd she say?
She said to one individual, "Fuck you, bitch."
Damn.
Yeah, hey.
And then the person behind the other person, "Fuck you too, whore." Excuse my language. I know I try not to use that.
She added the
profanity.
whore at the end?
She did add the Baltimore whore at the end.
That sounds like something more.
And she put a video up. Like, do not blame her for anything. And they had their bye week, and that's probably one of the reasons why. Y'all leave her alone. Even though I would have capitalized on that, bad publicity. But neither here or there. Number two, you guys also leave Lamar Jackson alone. He has accomplished and set major records throughout the season, and it's only his second year. He's only 23, and I need people to remember that or be reminded of that.
I honestly really think it's only the white folks who's saying stuff about him.
I mean, I'm hearing people were burning jerseys and just doing the absolute most. I feel like we have the most fair weather fans. We do.
If people, they can't even burn his jersey because when they go back to the game, he did everything he could. The man threw for over 300 yards and had over 100 rushing yards.
Right.
What more do you want the man to do? You can't expect him to throw the ball to himself and catch it. Players dropping passes. I mean, they just had a lot of miscues.
They did.
They stepped away from the run game. I don't know why, but I mean, here's my thing. I just want.
I think everybody expects it.
I want reporters to really get off of Lamar. One reporter really asked him, how does it make you feel that you can't get over this hump? As if Lamar Jackson has been in the league for 15 years.
Something like that.
That's something that you can ask. That's something that you can ask Phillip Rivers.
That's something you need to ask.
That's something that you could really ask Phillip Rivers because he's been in the league longer than Lamar Jackson. And this man has yet to take the Chargers to a Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
All the other
a Chargers team that
did.
had LaDainian Tomlinson,
MVP,
Sean Merriman,
monster.
I mean, a stellar defense, and you had who's going in as a first ballot Hall of Famer tight end, Antonio Gates.
Yep.
I mean,
retired.
what? And you still couldn't get that team to a Super Bowl?
Lamar answered it though. He rolled with the punches. He was just
Yeah.
like, bro, we had a good year. I'm only 23. I'm still new at this. We'll be back. I'm not gonna do nothing but get better.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But I will say this. I said a joint on Twitter when it happened because they haven't announced the MVP yet, right?
Yeah.
But we know it's pretty much gonna be Lamar.
He doesn't want
Definitely.
it, but it will be him still.
I said the quarterback MVP curse strikes again. Think back on the last few quarterback MVPs, they didn't win a shit. Tom Brady was MVP that year. They lost to Philly. Cam Newton was MVP that year. Lost to Denver. The Ravens just lost. Matt Ryan epically lost to Tom Brady in the Super Bowl.
Joe Flacco got the MVP and won it, the Super Bowl.
I'm not going to
He
lie.
got Super Bowl MVP.
Okay,
I mean season
not just
MVP.
season MVP. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I see where you coming from, but I'm going to blame it towards Drake,
That was another comment that I was going to make. Leave Drake alone, too. That was the final one.
I got to counter for
He
that.
had a big trust. Y'all
Leave him
probably
alone.
would've been Gucci.
Listen. Only reason I heard somebody say something about the Drake curse. We almost can't count the Drake curse anymore. You know why?
Why?
Who are the defending NBA champions?
But someone also
That's
pointed
true.
out that's actually his favorite team. He didn't jump on the
He didn't jump on you, right?
All right, well, that's true.
You got a
Drake,
point.
stop putting on stuff. I was actually defending you. Stop jumping on bandwagons. Although we appreciate
his
it, don't
favorite
jump
team.
on it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that was my last comment. Leave Drake
Okay.
alone, but then, nah, don't leave him alone.
Yeah,
Drake, stop doing
he
that.
messed it up for y'all.
Yeah.
Things probably would have been good because he wasn't repping Big Trust all season.
He really wasn't. He just came out of nowhere. Like, you
Yeah.
came at the wrong time, Drake. You had all season.
Yo, Drake know what he was
Golly.
doing, yo.
He really does.
I think he just wanted to see a light-skinned quarterback go to the Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes.
But he wasn't. He was talking about us.
It's cool. He wanted. Clearly, you're missing it because
Okay.
he wanted y'all to lose.
Well, clearly he did, and we did.
Man.
Thanks, Drake.
It's all good though.
So I mean, finally, I feel like the Ravens will be in the playoffs again. I do feel like Lamar will get a Super Bowl.
Yeah, he's
in
definitely
his
going to
time.
get a Super Bowl on his
You know,
resume.
he should
before
be
his career
excited to
ends.
know that he, made the playoffs 2 years in a row, and he's only his second year.
Yeah.
Like you said, not many people can accomplish that or have accomplished that. So
What it took Peyton Manning's 6 seasons.
yeah,
It did take him
Yeah,
6.
it did.
6 seasons.
Oh,
So
finally, Baltimore. I know we talk a lot of trash, but we get real salty when we lose, like really salty. So we can't be talking that much trash and we can't take it. All right. So next season we gotta go blow for blow. We gonna talk trash to all these whack Steelers fans and these Bears fans and everybody else, Cowboys.
oh, you gotta be whack.
All right. What about Bears fans do?
All right. We gotta say whack Steelers fans. I'll take the Bears back. Y'all, we're kind of not so good this season. See, y'all just said that.
8-8.
Okay, but I feel like we're gonna talk trash. We need to take it, and we don't do well. We are really sore losers.
Y'all are.
We are. I can admit that.
All good.
Okay.
It's cool.
And those who are still protesting, protest away.
Oh yeah,
All right,
yeah.
had to end that all because some people didn't know. I seen some people on the timeline saying that their blood pressure is good because they're not watching. So
I seen some people that was rooting for all of the black quarterbacks as they all got picked off, and it's like when people started to kind of ease up and get an NFL a chance, they do stuff like I don't know if you know, but it's extremely hard for a black coach to get a job
Yo,
in the NFL.
man,
Shout out
it's
to Mike
crazy.
Tomlin for keeping that job as
for
long
as
he
long
got
as
it.
he's kept it.
But
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
giving these people that clearly they got terrible resumes and they just signing them to
Yeah.
these positions, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's really crazy.
But we had some people who had terrible seasons, like the Cowboys, like you guys, who had a lot to say.
She
Oh,
keep
we-
putting emphasis on that.
I mean,
like
we can really do a lot of talking.
How though?
We really can. You
Y'all
keep
did.
asking how. No, man, it doesn't
How?
matter if we didn't. You act as if like the Steelers are a team that don't make the playoffs on a consistent basis. We're not the Cleveland Browns. We could still talk.
Sure, but we're talking about presently, and presently y'all haven't. When was the last time y'all made the playoffs?
3 seasons ago. Counting this one.
Therefore, y'all can't really say much.
Well, not 2 seasons ago. 2 seasons.
All right,
ago.
but we've made it in the last 2.
But
so
that's cool.
Y'all can't. And I said Cowboys fans too. They had a lot to say. The little 8-8 season, and their head coach got fired, and they were just trash. Like y'all can't talk. Y'all got to actually get in, like Chris Brown said. You
Guess
actually
what?
got to get in to
Guess
hate.
what? Listen,
you can't hate from the outside.
I still can,
know
because
what?
y'all gonna be hating from the outside.
we won't.
Y'all
Well, I mean,
right now.
I mean,
Like,
all teams will except for one
y'all
or
are
two.
right now.
But we'll get back in though. Will you guys?
Remember, y'all made football exciting.
We did make football exciting.
Y'all made it
For
even
those who
more
are
exciting
watching.
for losing. Anyway,
But
moving on. Antonio Brown continues to make headlines, and of course, it's still for his off-field shenanigans.
He's doing some interesting things.
It's me, Antonio.
The probably the smartest thing this man has ever said via social media is leaving white women alone in 2020. Because
Your white mixers hate you. I just want to
they
know
probably
that.
do.
They
It's all
probably
good.
do. Okay.
It's all good.
Okay.
No offense, white mixers, but
Too
we
late.
just gotta throw this out there. Yeah, his baby mom came to take the kids to school, and I guess she was trying to take one of his cars and whatnot, and Antonio Brown goes on his thing as always, and police had to be called, and the kids ended up being escorted to school in a police car. Antonio Brown was on live. Here's my thing. This is what I want to know. What type of support system does this man have?
That's a good question.
Seriously, what type of support system does this man have to where someone just pulls him aside and say, bro, you're wilding the fuck out. Hand me your phone and chill.
I don't even think he got one, man, because he the breadwinner.
Yeah.
So I think that they kind of just let him do whatever because he the breadwinner. I think it's people that's around him that's just probably using him for the stuff that he do and all of that, and they're feeding his ego.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that, he doing stuff like throwing a bag of dicks at his baby mom.
Which I'm trying to figure out.
they
as
were
to
gummies, see? They
why
were
did
gummy
he-
bags of penises.
Why does he have
Or pencils.
a bag of gummy dicks? Why?
A bag of gummy dicks.
Yeah. You know what? I
You could have
usually
just
give
got
people the
regular
benefit.
gummy bears, gummy worms.
I think
gummy
he was
rings.
trying to make a statement. He did because he said, "What did he say?" While as he threw the bag,
I don't know.
he said something. We got eat a bag, right?
Eat a bag
So
of
he
dicks.
can't say eat a bag of gummy bears.
So
That's just not the impact.
He prepared for that moment. Like, I'm going
Like,
to have my
yeah,
baby moms
like,
come over
that's-
here, and then I'm going to take the car from her, then I'm going to kick her out and call the police. And then in the midst of this, I'm going to just throw a bag of gummy dicks and tell her to eat a bag of dicks real quick, because let me just add a
It
little
sounds
ice.
funny
But
when you
he
say it.
had, but I think he had another bag because he added ESPN too. So
So here's a big $1 million question, y'all. Did he eat the bag?
you know what? I wouldn't be surprised. I'm sure he ate a full bag of gummy dicks.
The picture that he had, it was unopened, but it's the fact that
I'm sure he had more than
he
one.
showed the picture. That's what I'm saying. He threw it. We seen in the video he threw it. He didn't tweet the picture until
Yeah.
after. So it's like either you went out there and got the bag of dicks you threw, or you had another one on deck.
Yeah.
I think he had another one on deck. He
I
probably
think
was
he had
eating
another
them.
one on deck too.
They probably are tasty. Pause. But
You like tasting dick?
Seen
he
that
was
one
gonna
come
say
from-
something. I said pause.
I mean, we seen. I wasn't even trying to see you walk into that one. You just
Yo, like literally.
I mean, I can say that though. I don't know about y'all, but I'm just saying they probably taste the gummies. Probably taste
you
good.
just keep it going.
We won't know.
Just keep going.
I don't know.
We're
Hit
not-
hit up Antonio.
I don't.
Brown
We
and
don't
ask
know
him.
if he ate them, but you
I'm
know,
sure
the
he ate
the
them.
interesting thing is he had it. When I read the article, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, this
I was
man,
confused.
I don't understand.
I think he
this
does it
guy,
for the
man.
attention though, guys, and we're talking about it, so he's getting it.
But see, the thing is that he's just making matters worse for himself because the NFL team is not going to sign him next
Well,
season.
he said after NFL, he clearly said that.
He says it all the time, and then 2 weeks later, he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Sorry.
Well,
I
he
wanna
did
play
say.
with- I want to play with Tom Brady again.
Right.
Yeah.
I was actually going to say that he only wants to be on Tom Brady's team.
Tom Brady probably don't even want to play with him.
Yeah, probably not.
Brady
He's
probably
like, "Bro, you're
yeah,
wild."
No.
Like
You bring a
seriously,
lot
you
of-
think I want to play with you and you're out here throwing gummy dicks?
Tom Brady wore Uggs. And
It's
he
a bit-
modeled in them.
Okay.
It's a difference between modeling and some men Uggs and
Were they men
having
Uggs,
a
though?
bag.
Do men wear
of-
Uggs?
Gummy days.
Gummy
They
dicks.
got men Uggs.
They do. Would
Yeah.
y'all wear Uggs?
Uggs.
I'm
Uggs-
sorry. I don't want my man wear Uggs.
Uggs. I don't
No.
know how they men's line of the
wouldn't- I
shoes
wouldn't
look.
wear
I know Uggs got some fire house shoes.
They have some slippers, yeah,
Yeah.
but no to that. No.
Nah, I wouldn't wear any Uggs.
Okay,
Sorry.
but
I don't
yeah.
know
So
what they look like to
where
say
can
it.
you buy like? I'm sure you like it's not the store Spencer somewhere, but where can you buy gummy penises? Gummy penises
Google
sounds
it.
so like weird.
Just
right?
DM
You have a
Antonio.
smartphone. Do your research.
Amazon, right? You can find anything on Amazon. That's why I'm a Prime member.
Moving on, man. Well, I did get one of my predictions correct. Last night's college football national championship game, LSU tops number 3 Clemson 42-25. So I did get something right.
Yay!
Now,
Called that too with you. You know.
LSU quarterback Joe Burrow, who is projected as the number 1 overall pick in this year's draft, caps off probably one of the greatest seasons a college player could put together, finishing with over 5,500 passing yards and 68 total touchdowns. Not to mention, also winning the Heisman Trophy.
That's a fact. And a chip.
Not to mention, leading his team to an undefeated season.
The boy went crazy. He had a hell of a game too.
Hell of a game.
5 touchdowns thrown. He had a touchdown ran in. How many yards was it last night?
Did he have rushing?
No, just like total yards. Period.
Total,
Thrown.
ooh.
He had a lot. Though. I
I
want to
think
say
he had over like 4 something.
Yeah, it was 4 something.
Yeah, because one of the receivers, I think they had like 2 something receiving yards.
The man went crazy.
Yeah. They living it up.
He was smoking
class.
a cigar. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? After he probably had some gumbo, some crawfish after that or something, you know. My man's Randy Moss was out there with his son.
Uh-huh.
Wilding out.
Listen, I'm trying to tell you right now, that football team had nothing but endless pussy thrown at them after that game. Endless. Even the Clemson fans were throwing it at them.
I thought we were calling it cookie.
Cookies.
Thank
Nah, it don't even sound right.
All right, continue.
But yeah, so hats off to them, man. To me, honestly, I think that's a hell of a performance, especially coming out of the SEC. Now I know we're used to seeing Alabama produce,
Yeah.
a type of caliber season like that. But you really think about it, if you look at college football itself and the divisions, the SEC is probably the toughest. And I think it really prepares you for the NFL because every
That's
other,
why Nick Saban is that guy.
Yeah.
How many people in the NFL that have been coached by Nick Saban?
Right.
He could probably start his own team. He could probably start his own NFL team with players that he's coached from probably every position that made it to the NFL.
I agree. I can't even.
That'd be hard.
Yeah.
That'd be hard.
So moving on.
So moving on to some news, guys.
Some news.
Yes. Again, we always start with negative. We need
know.
to change this format,
Yeah.
right? Okay, y'all. So over the weekend, specifically Saturday, now people thought that was more so Saturday night, like after the Ravens game, but that's incorrect. It's actually throughout the day of Saturday. There was 12 people that were shot and 5 that were fatal. But I think about good 3 was like after this, while the Ravens game was going on, and a little bit after. So we're only 14 days, guys, in the new year, and yet how many deaths do we have so far here in Baltimore? I don't know the number, but it's already 5 right there.
What's really going on?
I don't know. We talked about last week. What?
I thought people was gonna be off the streets trying to see the game.
Right.
So we thought, but no, they still apparently it's still very much on the streets. Killing.
I think
people.
I think it's honestly really just sad, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
It's really getting out of hand to a point like why? What is the reason behind it?
Yeah. The last one was Saturday night at 10:52. That was the last shooting for the night. And the Ravens game was just about finishing up, right? Not over. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think people were saying like, oh, we were really angry, so we went out killing people. I will hope that was not the case, y'all. I mean,
I will hope not because the Ravens damn sure ain't paying y'all bills.
absolutely not. But no, I just think it's
I
just
hope it would not be the case.
kind of like what's new. But I would like for us to report more just what are interventions that we can take, and to help reduce this crime rate. It's ridiculous.
Seriously.
So yeah, whatever Chicago did see, we need that.
I think
we
they
need
really
that
to
over
reach
here.
out and talk to them, have a meeting set up, and really figure it out.
I don't know. We need
Get
something.
the answers because.
And it's not that people aren't trying to do things, but I don't feel like it's enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there are some people in the community, taking a stand.
Mm-hmm.
It's unfortunate. People just not feeling like they could be safe out here. You can't go to games. You can't go salons. You I don't know what you can do.
Can't do nothing.
Can't go to clubs.
Right.
Nothing. Well, ain't much out here anyway, but yeah.
That's very
So,
true.
yeah.
We praying for Baltimore, man.
We are, yeah.
So
You
we
have to
But
can't
actively
say.
trying to make change too, because can't just have no action. I don't know what it is.
That
I
we
don't know
need.
what it is, man.
All right.
All right, man. Moving on, New Jersey Senator Cory Booker announced yesterday that he's dropped out of the presidential race. Reason behind it for his dropout: financial resource struggles and failing to connect.
I feel like
Isn't that the same reason why?
Yep.
What's her?
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I don't know if we connect with much of any of the candidates at this point.
Yeah.
And Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren they getting some traction.
Is
crazy.
Joe still in it?
And Joe
Joe
Biden.
Biden.
How did I forget Joe Biden? Yeah. It's getting some
Crazy
traction.
that, 2 black folks dropped out, and the main reason was financial
Finances.
resource.
But I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah,
either,
I'm not surprised by that.
because they really don't have like the type of money, but also like the connections as well as white.
How counterparts.
Yeah.
White folks.
You see
Right.
Trump trolling him. Trump trolling him. He trolling all
course
these
he
people
is.
as they drop and whatever. He trolling them, which he's like 9 years old mentally, so not surprised at that either.
This guy Trump, man.
So that's. I don't know what to say. I guess we have to keep moving with the candidates we do have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
really the only thing we can do at this point.
Gotta keep it moving.
It just sucks that as a black male or a black woman going into presidential race don't really have that type of financial support as you would say counterparts have.
I can say too, not to cut you off though. I just think too they're just not as established as some of the other front runners.
Yeah.
We know about Joe Biden, Elizabeth Warren, Bernie Sanders been running for Feels like every election he's
forever.
running.
Right.
I love his enthusiasm and his just, he's
What?
very determined and persistent.
Also, too, it's to have so many different candidates is divisive.
Yeah.
Not like in a negative way, like they need to be too divided. But when it's that many candidates and you got everybody trying to split up funds and stuff like that, you can end up in a situation like that. Because there was a lot of Democratic candidates.
It really
So,
was, yeah.
You know, I know me as a regular person, if I only got so much to donate and I have to pick between I got to pick between like 10 people and one. You know what I'm saying? That's if it was just two.
Yeah.
You cutting a lot of that in half, and a lot of
Right.
people have a whole lot more support. So, I mean, that's one thing that people should keep in mind moving forward and stuff too.
Yeah.
Definitely, man. And well, there is some good news. So
Okay.
Chick-fil-A is giving away free nuggets for the rest of January.
How many? The little 6-pack?
I don't know.
I mean, if it's free, I would expect it to
Okay.
be a small amount.
6
Yeah.
or 8. I wouldn't be mad with the 8.
I wouldn't be mad at either one because it's free.
It's free. Free
You feel me?
99. You know, you definitely can't go wrong
She's
with
talking
that.
about, let me get a little
We
bit of
like
that sauce.
free.
Let me get a little of that
Facts.
Polynesian.
Yeah, you know,
Who don't like free?
Let me get what I can. But
Free 99.
Yeah.
What?
Hey, my-
$3.99?
take it. It's cool. Listen, guys, I know you all it's 14 days in and I started going back to the gym for your new body goal. But it's cool. You can have a cheat day or two.
Cheat days.
Do whatever it takes just so y'all asses can get out of the gym. I'm tired of seeing y'all.
It'll be till like March.
I'm sick of it.
Maybe Black History Month a little bit.
Yeah.
Not
It'll
Valentine's.
be about
I'll give it till around Valentine's Day.
Wow, y'all be actually being generous. I said March.
March?
Yeah, you been
I'm being a little too generous. You don't think
Yeah,
they're going to
you
hold
being-
off till
you
March?
being too generous.
February is a short month. They can max 28 days.
Nah.
20.
Well, plus
29
the
this
rest
year.
of January.
29. I mean, I just look at it like this: if they not in the habit of it before
They're
January is
getting
up,
in the habit.
but it only take 21 days to form a habit. If
Yes.
they're not in the habit of it by the time January is up,
That's a wrap.
I mean,
It's a wrap.
I don't suppose they're gonna be wasting money.
Listen,
You
I
know what I'm
just
saying?
want them to drop. I just want them to drop. That's it.
But we'll
Drop
see.
one by
All
one.
right, y'all. So y'all say February. I say March.
Yeah.
How we gonna assess this? I guess you gonna assess this.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
let y'all know.
Don't lie either. You
let
probably
us
gonna
know.
cheat.
Listen, I will definitely let you know. I'll
Okay.
take pics.
Take pics. You take pics if you post them on the gram.
Yeah. I
Oh
can't
yeah,
stand it.
yeah. Okay.
Every time I go in there, I feel like there's somebody just using all the machines. I can't take it anymore.
They be using machines, right? No.
After as soon as you could tell they just started back in the gym because as soon as they finish one set, they just stand there and look at the mirror and flex. You still look the same.
And you
Ain't
I
got
think
nothing
people
happened.
need to understand too this whole fitness goals. I don't think people really consider not some nutrition. People always working out, they doing all that flexing, but if you eating crazy still, you're not going to get that body
you
goal.
eating free Chick-fil-A
Absolutely.
nuggets.
Right?
It's not going to happen. So you have to incorporate both, guys, fitness and nutrition. Don't forget that part.
Yeah, that's
I
a
know
fact.
people out here not eating clean.
Yeah. Oh hell no.
No.
Doing their
So
body dirt. I don't even understand how people can smoke cigarettes before or after they go work out. I don't get it.
yeah, especially if they've been like they chain smokers or been doing it for a little while.
Like I really just don't get it, man.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on to some entertainment.
Yeah.
Life seems to be good for Future and Lori. Seems like things are getting a little serious between the two.
I don't know.
I don't know either because I don't even know what serious look like.
Yeah,
I was going to
really
say
don't.
that.
Either of them.
What is serious?
Yeah, I don't know. I need it to get real toxic soon because I need some good music from Future.
I ain't
Like,
gonna
Do
front.
we
so
really need some
It
good
might
music from
already
Future,
be
though?
toxic. I don't even know what that
That's-
like. I feel like everything between what they both do is just toxic off the rip.
Facts.
Right.
I wonder if Lori Harvey is still on Meek's wish list.
Nah.
I
How
mean-
you say she belongs to the streets now?
But that's what I'm
Belongs to
saying.
the streets?
If she belonged to the streets, she could still be on his wish list.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm
There
saying?
might still be hope. Meek.
Lori and Future are definitely not goals.
Ain't no telling where she gonna be next weekend. Who she gonna be with next weekend?
But
Ain't
you
no telling
know,
who Future
for
gonna
some,
be with.
for
next
some,
weekend.
it's really goals.
For
them.
whom? Oh, you
Oh,
know what? I'm
you
not
would
going to
really
say
be
that.
surprised. See,
I'm not
that's
gonna
because
say
you're
that.
only on Facebook.
Oh, yeah, a lot of people on Facebook probably don't know who Lori Harvey
Actually, they
is.
do, but they. Who though? Who? Why? Okay, I'm not going to say who. The question is why. That's a better question.
You know,
question.
I
Why?
really don't know. I feel like she had the cheat code. You know, her pops made a whole book.
But to me, it's the guys that she
And she
dating.
still
I mean,
go
other
for
than
the
Trey
ones that,
Songz,
like-
okay, maybe, but
Other than Trey.
Puff, no. I'm for Aaliyah. Like, Puffy, yeah, he got money. Okay, but all these guys have money, right? She has her own money, so it really isn't the money.
You can't compare their money to Diddy money.
Yeah,
Facts.
but Diddy.
Like any of them.
I need to know where. I mean, maybe she really is just having fun because we clearly see how
Yeah.
he did Cassie for the 11 years that she was dating him. So you see that track record, you're like, well, what do I expect out of this?
I mean, between him and Cassie, they did what they wanted to do.
You mean Diddy and Cassie?
Yeah.
I think Cassie definitely wanted more out of that relationship.
She said she didn't.
I disagree with that.
You disagree with?
It's
what
so
she said
interesting
she
after
wanted?
the year later and she meets this guy. I mean, every relationship is different, but
Yeah.
off
That's
top
what
you
I'm
have a baby
saying.
and get married
If
in
she
11
said she-
years.
but that's
you
what
with
I'm
Diddy,
saying, though.
And you ain't want nothing.
But he's reporting live that that's what she didn't want.
Okay.
You know,
I
if
mean,
she-
I
you
believe
don't believe
different.
it?
No, I definitely believe she wanted more of that relationship and didn't
Nah,
get
but
it.
I think she wanted another kind of relationship, probably not with Diddy. That's why she left him and went and
So
got
I
what
don't know what
didn't
she
want.
said. Oh, well, you know what? I can imagine somebody staying for 11 years just for
'cause she's with a
opportunity.
stranger now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Married to him and have a whole baby.
Yeah.
So why do y'all think she stayed with him for 11 long years? I mean,
Because
initially
it's
for
Diddy.
opportunity. Just out of all the men, because it's Diddy.
Yeah.
She was trying
I
to
ain't that
stay in the industry.
I
know who
said
Diddy
I
is?
said initially for the opportunity. Yes, I agree
What
with that. But after
opportunity?
11 years,
She only had one song.
She had a
that
couple
came
songs.
out
Don't
like-
play Cassie like
But
that.
everybody plays the same song.
What songs did she have?
She had more
besides
than
that
one. Long
song?
way to
Right.
go. She had Me
Long
and
Way to
You.
Go.
I like
That's
that
the
song.
only song you hear.
She had a whole. Did she have an album?
How you asking us?
I think
thought
she
you
had an
knew.
album. I know that's those two songs. She has more than
What
one
two
though.
songs?
I
You
just
only
mentioned
named
them.
one. You
I
said
said Me and You and Long Way to Go.
What song is that?
Never heard that song in my
I
life.
could play it. but
Never heard of that song
I can
before
play
in
it
my
for
life.
y'all.
Right. Like ain't nobody hear that.
Never heard it before in my life.
Anytime you go on commercials or something, you hear is Me and You.
Never
Because
heard
all
of it
that
before
was
in
the
my life.
most popular song, but she had other songs.
They don't even remember Cassie by
She
Cassie.
even
They
had-
be like,
she even
that,
had
that,
the,
that was
um,
Diddy's girl.
She even had the feature with Nicki Minaj.
She did?
Yes, y'all, we got been.
What song?
What you mean? Where we been?
It's
So
called
effing classy.
Clean.
Did you hear about that?
Even so effing classy.
Oh, the
ain't hear
boys.
about
Y'all
that.
ain't see that? Y'all ain't see
No.
that video?
No.
Oh my
No.
god,
No.
you ain't see that video?
No.
And so effing classy was on tour with B2K and she ain't never heard of it.
You know what? Cass,
So-
y'all don't play Cass like that. She had a little bit more going on than just.
She did. I don't ever
She
think it was her.
did.
I don't ever think it was really her intention to be a music
She
artist.
had Cassie was featured in Ryan Leslie. What's that? That's one of my favorite songs from Ryan Leslie.
What?
Addicted.
Right.
See, look at the Long Way
Right.
to Go song. See, y'all, she has songs, guys.
She
They
don't.
just wasn't. She
Ain't nobody
does
listen
it.
to him.
Y'all
just
done-
named
come on, y'all
3
know
songs
Ryan
over
Leslie's
11
song.
years. That's
She
not-
has a
that's
whole.
not considered
She has
having
a whole
songs.
LP, guys, and it wasn't great, but she has more songs.
I don't
Listen,
ever
The
think
point
it was her
is,
intention.
What is she best known by? Me and You and Date and
Okay,
Diddy.
we can say that for a lot of people, but the point I'm trying to say is,
No,
I
we
don't think
can't.
someone would stay with somebody. The point I'm trying to say is, I don't think she would have stayed with Diddy for 11 long years just for opportunity in the industry.
Me either. I don't think she was looking for
why
no
do y'all
oppor-
think- what y'all
You
think she was
saying-
looking
You
for?
saying her songs is an opportunity. She got 4 songs in 11 years.
So
I
that
don't
was
think
there
that
her
was.
starting when she came on. She was signed on the Bad Boys,
I
and she
think that
dropped
was
those
because of
songs then,
Diddy,
and they didn't go nowhere. And it's like, okay, this is
Right.
a dub. So
And
why else would she stay
and
with
so
him?
Because she wanted to be. It's Diddy. Like I don't think you know what that really means.
I do, but I don't. Like, I don't know.
It's Diddy. How many people are Diddy?
I'm not depressed.
How many people are like Diddy?
Well, okay.
Do you know what kind of access
He
Diddy
has-
has? Do you
he
know what
has
kind of money
pull,
Diddy
right?
has? Do you know what kind of lifestyle you would be living?
Well, Cassie,
being
I
Diddy's
felt bad
arm
if she
candy?
stayed in that 11 long year abusive relationship because
Abusive?
of people used to say like he was controlling. He was the one who had encouraged her to get her body done, and
got
it was
her
like a
body
lot
done?
of like reports that he was very controlling over her.
Well, you know
Well,
she's
yeah.
Which
happy
I believe.
now.
I believe with Diddy.
She's happy now.
Thank God.
You know, she got what she wanted. Diddy's trainer.
the whole time.
But the point is, we're saying this about Lori in comparison about just knowing these guys. Like, what is she? Unless she's looking to have fun, I'm not particularly sure about her choices.
That's what she
like,
said. though. I mean,
Future for one of them. We clearly see his track record.
Lori.
So I think she's just having fun.
Lori just like the horse. That's what it is.
You like what?
She like the horse. She like the hoe. She like the niggas that's hoes. Lori is the type that when you approach her, she'll hit you with the, oh, I heard about you. I heard you was a hoe. But she's still going to be intrigued. It's always the ones that be like, I heard you was a hoe, but still be intrigued to fuck
That's
with
Lori
you.
with Future.
Right, that's what I'm saying. And those be the girls that's really not looking for anything long term. They just want to have fun. So if that is Lori's
Nah,
MO,
some of
then
them want to have fun.
I said that.
Some of them
I
want
don't
to
even
Have a long term. So,
Yeah.
so
I
those
don't
are the
even
girls
want to
that.
use the term long term. I would rather say like she not looking for nothing serious
Okay, that's better to say.
because you can be having fun for a long time like
Yeah.
Cassie was.
And, well, I really don't believe she was, but
I mean,
in
she
your
was in
case
control the whole
too,
time.
those be the girls be like, oh, I can change him. It'd be those girls, and then
I don't think
I ain't going
Lori
to front.
is
I
that.
really feel
No, I don't
like
think Lori's
I
thinking
feel
that.
like Lori is really going to get Future in his feelings and then drop that man.
unless he gets her pregnant.
He might.
Yeah, this is the second time dating. That is very
I
true.
don't think they ever stopped. I just think they
Everybody's
both
saying
out
she's
here
gonna
doing
be
their
pregnant
thing.
by-
Future going to try to trap her. I can see that. I can
Future- I
see
don't-
Future
yeah.
trying to trap her.
She mess around, on birth control or something like that.
I
Like,
said that. I
fact,
think she's
nah,
gonna
go
be
on.
like
You ain't
take
slick.
all the preventative
You ain't
measures.
slick.
But then again, we talking as if we really have no idea what's going on in this situation. It could probably make something serious from this. Maybe she's the one. Cause you know how y'all say, you got to find that
Maybe.
one.
Maybe.
Change your life.
Maybe.
Probably, but
I doubt it, but-
Lori ain't it.
Lori's definitely not it.
Future ain't it.
But so back to the question of why they goals. In a relationship, I don't see it.
I don't know. You know, some people are just weird.
Yeah, people just
You know,
weird. They
people
like
get
toxic
on
stuff.
people get on the internet and just they look stupid. They like to make themselves look stupid. That's what I'm
You
convinced.
know who are goals to me? Believe it or not, that doesn't get enough credit. Remy and Papoose. That to me is relationship goals. And I don't think they get enough credit. Well, people do talk about it, but not as much as these like Lori and Future and all these regular schmegglers. Remy and Pap.
Yeah, you gotta be.
Pap
a real
held
down
Remy
one.
down. He put his career on pause. Well, the
Yeah.
career that he did have.
Did he?
You know. Carlton, you was on fire tonight. Yes, he had something.
I know he had something, but I don't
I
think
said
he
the
put it on
career
pause.
that he had. Well, whatever he was
I just
working
don't think
on,
it
he
blew
put it
like
on.
that.
Well, no, but he also it could have probably went somewhere you don't know, but he did put it aside for Rem.
I don't think he put it aside.
I think the
Giving this
industry
guy
put
no
it aside.
credit.
Yeah, I just think he was trying and it just didn't work.
I think Pap is a great rapper though. Just
Oh yeah,
to put
that's
that
a
out
fact.
there.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's
nice.
exactly why it didn't work though. He's too
He's
much of a.
he's super supportive. I
he's
love
too
their
good-
relationship.
He's too good of a rapper.
He's maybe too good of a rapper, honestly.
Yeah.
I love their relationship. I love the support that they have of each other. I think they work together great as a team, in a partnership.
Yeah, they both two New York niggas.
That don't mean just because they both New York niggas, they got to work together well as in a team.
They understand each other.
They understand each other,
And
and,
that's why.
I like them.
They
That's why
understand
they
each
go
other
together.
because they two New York niggas.
But yeah, Lori and
Work well together as a
Future,
team.
to that.
But and remember back in October when we reported that Lori did the hit and run.
Yeah.
Well, she's now being charged.
As
in
she
that hit
should.
and run. Yeah.
Okay. So we'll follow up on that.
Yeah, we'll definitely follow up on that.
Okay. She should have never ran. Face
I
your
don't
consequences,
know.
Lori.
I'm still trying to
You're
figure
not above
out
the law.
why she tried to get out the car and run.
Because she didn't want to get exactly what happened to her now.
But where was she going to run to?
I don't know. Maybe her father can help her.
Steve Harvey ain't getting her out of that.
Just like Steve Harvey ain't helping these women out here how to think like a man.
Well, clearly he ain't helping his daughter.
Apparently, she must. People will say the opposite. That she got the cheat code. You just said it.
We're going to see how she use it. We're going to see.
Okay.
Moving on. Congrats to Kiki.
Mhm.
Gave birth to her 10th child. Please stop.
Just
I just need this. Please.
You know, I said this when we
She
reported
got a
this
whole
last
starting
time.
5
So what?
and a bench.
So what?
Just chill.
Can we say that congratulations to her that she's
Yo,
able to
congrats.
have another
Yes,
healthy
congrats.
baby?
That's amazing.
Where a
It's
lot of women
beautiful.
cannot conceive.
Just chill.
She loves. I'm
That's
not gonna say what
cool.
she loves. I don't know her, but she can conceive. Great for her.
Man, just
That should be celebrated.
She's about to have more kids than the Wayans. You think that's who she trying to talk?
she might already do it. I ain't gonna-
Facts.
I don't know.
How
Well,
many-
she
how
might
many
have
kids the
tied.
Wayans got? They're like,
don't
what,
know.
15?
I thought it might be less than that. They gotta
12?
compete.
So what's? I mean, you're talking as if it's supposed to be like a standard amount of kids you're supposed to have.
Nah, but
When do you
10
max?
10 sounds a lot.
I mean, 10 is a lot, but what's the max?
I don't know. But I think for
She
me,
told-
like for Jules only wants 2. That's
No
it.
more than 3. I mean, 3. You
Nah.
can't push 3.
3, I could push for 3. But
What if you like?
anything else above? Nah.
So if you just get 2 girls or 2 boys, you just what it is.
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
I am fine with that. I'm cool with that. You know,
she
even
does.
if I'm blessed with 3, I'm still good with that. I'm not gonna be that. Oh, I'm gonna keep trying until I get, you know, a boy. No, I'm be cool with that.
Yeah.
You know, I'll develop my kids. They're gonna have that. They're gonna have that Mamba instinct. They're gonna play basketball. They're gonna do all of that.
That's a lot of attention, man, to get 10
It
kids.
is a lot of
know.
attention. But I mean, for her, I feel like there are age gaps, right?
Even
What's her
worse.
oldest?
Yeah.
Not the last 3. Okay.
Even worse.
So what's her oldest? I'm about to look that up.
I don't know. Google.
I am. I said I'm about to look it up.
All right, cool. Moving on while you Google that. You know, so
And
it's good to announce some black girl magic. Serena Williams won her first title since having her daughter, and she plans to donate her prize money to the Australian relief efforts.
So big shout out to her, man.
Major shout out to Serena Williams.
Yes.
man.
Major shout out to
Queen
her.
is back.
The queen is back,
The GOAT is back.
holding it down.
Stop playing with Serena like she don't do what she do when she do it.
That is a big fact,
man.
And more. Now I want to get you guys' take on this one. So, Shaggy, it wasn't me, revealed that he turned down Rihanna's invitation to be on her new album because he had to audition. Now, R9 will be giving us a reggae-influenced album featuring some of the well-known heavy hitters in the genre. How y'all feel about that?
I feel like it was more to the story. Hold on. I'm going to look that up. Go ahead.
You about to look that up?
Yes.
I mean, she invited him to come on, you know, for the album, but he had to audition. But there might be more.
He
There's probably
said,
more.
pause, he
Okay.
said there's a lot of great people involved, but for me, I didn't need to audition to be on the record. I'll leave it up to the younger guys. So I don't think he was saying it was like, oh, because I'm Shaggy, I don't need to audition. I think he just wanted to give other people opportunity to be on her record.
I don't know. He kind of just said.
Right.
That's how I'm interpreting it.
He kind of literally just said
Kind of
because of the audition.
I can't interpret something wrong. That's how I interpret it.
It's right there in front of you.
Well, that's
like
It's right there.
Like,
what do y'all think?
what you missing?
I mean, he said it.
He said it right there. He feel like
Okay.
he shouldn't have to audition.
He said he wanted to leave up to the younger
because
people.
he don't feel like he should have to audition.
So he wouldn't give other people opportunities.
No,
No.
that's not what
Okay.
he's saying.
What?
He's saying, make the young guys audition. Don't make the veteran, me, the guy that went diamond, the only reggae star to ever go diamond, audition. That's
Well,
kind of
if
disrespectful.
y'all saying it that way, why is that like y'all disagree?
I don't disagree. I mean, I feel him.
I
As
feel
big
him
of an
on that
artist,
too,
as big of an
yeah.
artist
It
as
wasn't
he
like
is,
it's not like he wasn't a well-known artist.
because Rihanna's a big artist. So I feel like 2 artists of that caliber, it ain't no audition there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like if he wanted to do a record with her, you get in touch with Rihanna, you make it happen. If she want to do a record with him, she get in touch with him, and then you make it happen. Anybody else that's younger or you kind of trying to do whatever, you know, you make that work because they're too big. Honestly, in a situation like this album is so anticipated, it would be perfect for both of them. It shouldn't have to be no audition. you
Right.
know? That would be, you know how fire a Rihanna and Shaggy track would be?
That is
What?
a fact.
Here's my take too.
should
Okay.
take-
Audition. What?
What's your take?
Outside of that, I feel since we're talking about that interpretation, right? I agree with you guys. Shaggy's just way too big of a actual reggae artist, Rihanna, because you are totally Bayesian and coming from an actual Jamaican. It's almost kind of disrespectful to us. Like, how dare you ask a whole actual Jamaican artist like Shaggy to audition for your reggae? I don't care how big you are. If you're trying to do a reggae, which kind of got her start, right? Give the man some that whole respect. He shouldn't have to audition for you.
Yeah, that's what he said.
That's my take. Or you go get one of your little Bayesian little people. I don't know.
That's what,
Yeah.
that's pretty much. That's pretty much what he's saying.
They'll go audition, to do your reggae influence album.
You just said the same thing he said, pretty much.
That's how I
Don't
feel
make me
as a
audition. Go get
Jamaican.
one of
Yes.
your young boys, the little young
Go let
Asians.
your little Bayesian people
Go make
go.
one of them audition, and
But
you
see,
get
they ain't
the
gonna
best
make the
of
record hot.
that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
It ain't gonna be no Shaggy and Rihanna. Whoever she get, it ain't gonna be no Shaggy and Rihanna.
I don't even know why.
It's
if
gonna be
she was-
fire though, cause Rihanna is fire. But
Yeah, she is. But
Well,
damn,
she
that
shouldn't have
would have
asked
been
an
a fire
audition.
ass track right there.
Well, she messed that up. Who she thinks she is?
I mean,
Asking
Rihanna.
somebody like Shaggy. I don't give a
Don't
damn
try
who
to
she
jump on the
is.
wave because you just tried to say that.
No,
he
I
wasn't
was
trying
saying,
to-
I'm saying, okay, we're talking from that way. Then he was absolutely not wrong for that.
Of course not.
No.
Not at all.
Like I said, you go find somebody else to do it. Nah, Shaggy good. He don't need. I don't care who she is. He good.
Yeah.
You
you
don't
gonna
need-
reach out to me.
Right.
have to
And then I
audition?
had to audition for your reggae influence album that got you your start. Girl, bye.
Come on now.
People be doing
Come
too
on, man.
much.
Riri, wifey, you gotta chill out. You gotta chill out. Make that call and be like, all right, I'm sorry. I'm gonna bring you back on.
Nah.
wildin'.
That's it. That's a dub. She
It's a
already,
dub?
yeah, absolutely. You should have came like that in the beginning.
They can
Nope.
remedy this situation, man.
They can.
There's a solution that can be there. We
What's
can
the
get this
solution?
track. They can get
That was no, because I always go by your first feelings. That's what you really meant. You really wanted me to audition. So no, you can't come back and grovel. No.
And then you can convince her why that was wrong, and she can apologize, and then we can get it.
For the fact that you even thought it in the beginning is
but
enough
that's
for
why
me.
there's forgiveness. Remember?
It's nothing to forgive. This was your feelings, and I need you to you own your feelings. Standing your
she
truth.
did.
That's what you felt.
And then she's standing.
So now you realize, okay, now you're gonna get a hot song now. So now you want to be like, nah, you right. You Shaggy. You shouldn't have auditioned. You should have thought that in the beginning.
But,
Y'all know how I feel about that, doing stuff after the fact.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's why there's forgiveness. You realize you was wrong,
I
and
can
then you do better.
forgive you, but then I can still make the decision not to do it.
I know, and it would be an L on both of their behalves. Because she's
Yeah.
still going to drop an album, and it's still going to be fire.
Sure.
Right.
And he just going to be chilling, doing nothing like he been doing
Facts.
for the last...
I
However
feel
long.
like you.
I don't. When's the last time you heard it?
I mean, he could have been doing stuff, but I'm just saying.
But
Him
like,
doing
I
something
feel
with
I
Rihanna
compare
would be
Shaggy
bigger
to
than
like
anything
Sean
he's
Paul.
did.
Hell yeah.
Sean Paul can be chilling and he come out and make a record hot and he's good. I feel like Shaggy could do the same thing. It's not a need for Rihanna to be nice, but it's not like I feel like this is a need for him. He's established,
I mean, they
especially in
both are.
Jamaican community.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So it ain't they not
That's a
doing
fact.
anything for him.
But at the end of the day, if they were both to drop an album tomorrow, we know which one is going to be.
Sure, but
We
I
know
don't
which
think
one is gonna be
Shaggy
the better
cares
album.
about that.
I mean,
I feel
I
like she should have
understand
been
that.
more humble with it.
I understand that, but I think that's why she was thinking how she was thinking. I'm not saying she's right, but she's clearly, she is who she is.
Rihanna has moments. Well, I like her. I kind of don't for certain things. She has moments when she shows some character defects sometimes with her. We all have them, but she's just done some things that I don't know.
It might be a little ego when you that big.
Facts.
Well, that's why you ain't getting no song then. You gotta humble yourself no matter how big you get.
You're right.
Yeah.
She gotta
Got a
humble
point
herself.
there.
Okay.
But so with Shaggy though, if she did humble herself and apologize, and he still be like, nah, it's like, all right, you're lost at that point.
But is that an ego thing? It's just kind of like, again, I hate when people double down. Just like the whole, we didn't bring this up with the what's the fitness lady who talked about Lizzo?
Oh yeah, what was her name?
Jillian.
Williams?
No,
Thompson?
it wasn't that. It was Jillian something.
You googling it?
Of course, I Google everything.
All right, you still ain't find it?
I just looked it up.
So what was
Jillian Michaels.
Michaels. I was
Yes.
way off.
Right? What did you say? I like that Jillian Michaels didn't just, double down and say what she wanted, what people wanted her to say. She was like, no, I'm a fitness. I think she's an expert or coach or whatever. And this can happen when you are overweight. You can have these health complications. So I feel like, no, stand in your truth. That's how you really felt. Say that. Rihanna, you really felt like you wanted him to audition, so stand in that. Don't
But
no,
you got
yeah,
the right
come
to
back.
change your mind and have your mind changed. You can think something and feel something and be dead wrong, and then somebody can show you that, and then you can change your
You
mind.
can, but do I want to honor that? Nah.
I mean, you got no choice but to honor that.
Yeah, I'm glad you did bring that up because I did want to talk about that last week
Oh, okay.
though. At the fact that I just couldn't understand why people were so upset by her comment. But I guess it was the way she.
So let's read the
presented
comment.
it.
What she
Okay.
said. She said, "Jillian Michaels on Lizzo. Why are we celebrating her body? Why does it matter? Why aren't we celebrating her music? Because it isn't going to be awesome if she get diabetes." So I think it's more so how she presented. Like you don't know Lizzo. You don't know that she has. I mean, she can get this, but anybody
Right.
can get it. And I think that's where people were coming from with it.
Okay.
But I think she was trying to say that this can happen and it's
Yeah.
a higher risk when you are overweight or obese.
Okay. Yeah. I don't see anything wrong. I don't think she was trying to be malicious with her comment, but I mean, there probably could have been another way that she could have presented it. But I see where she's coming from because when we really think about it, the last month and a half, 2 months, all we've been doing have been talking about Lizzo's body.
Well, when she continued, she went on
Like
this.
we don't.
Yeah.
talk about her music, even
I was
though
gonna
I'm
say
not
that.
a fan of her
Yeah.
music.
That same statement could have and should have been made just without the last part about the diabetes.
Right, that's what I said. I said she could have said everything, just not the diabetes part. But she went on to say, as I stated repeatedly, we are all beautiful, worthy, and equally deserving. Also feel strongly that we love ourselves enough to acknowledge that there are serious health consequences that comes with obesity, heart disease, diabetes, cancer, to name only a few. I will never wish these things for anyone, and I will hope we prioritize our health because we love ourselves and our bodies. So essentially, she was kind of just saying, like, she was just acknowledging that these things can happen. But like you said, see, I do agree with that. I probably wouldn't have just said the diabetes part. But was she necessarily wrong in what she said? No.
I think that's one of those conversations that she should have allowed to open up to the point where she explained it the way that she did.
Yeah.
Because like if she would have just said that first part and then people start to engage and then you can lead to that explanation, because it almost looked like she projected. I don't think Lizzo was like at risk like that of being that big. Like for her to be the performer that she is, she's pretty in shape for her size.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what a lot of people were saying. Like, bro, like she be performing for an hour, 2 hours, shows all the time. She not that out of shape or she's not that unhealthy as you think. For that, but like I said, that's how you open a conversation up where you can lead to stuff like that without it seeming like you projecting.
Right. So I don't think she was body shaming, though. I don't think that. I think people, go so quick to say body shaming. But I do. The point of why I brought it up is I just like the fact that she did stand in what she said, and she just didn't go with what sounded right or what the people were looking for. She's like, "This is what I said. I said what I said."
Gotta respect that.
You gotta respect it, and I respect people like that. So
Gotta respect them,
Yeah.
man.
Okay.
Moving on, that's all we have for what we mixing up. So we're gonna turn the floor over to your girl Leah, aka the therapist, for our roundtable mix question of the day.
okay.
And your mixers are trash.
Are you coming from? You really coming from mixes?
Yeah,
I mean, you
I
can come. Yeah, they start off 2020 kind of sad, guys. What's going on? I thought this was a good one too, because I actually was just having this conversation, right? So, if you guys are in a relationship, we talk about things like privacy versus you guys being inclusive. So, the big question, like, hey, do you give your significant other your passwords to like your phone or your laptop or whatever else? So I'm going to ask. So I did ask the mixers, how do you feel about sharing your password with your partner? So it's interesting because I actually got a lot of people are actually okay with it. So I'm going to read off some of those responses. First person said, I didn't have a problem with it. We actually, I guess her significant other, share passwords. This other person said, I'm cool with it. We share everything with one another anyways. So the person said, yup, he knows my password and my thumbprint is in his iPhone. Wow. Okay. So the person said, I don't care. I don't have anything to hide. So the other person said, I don't lock my stuff in the first place. And then finally, this person said, I feel no way because there's nothing to hide. When people have things to hide, that's when they start locking their phones or don't give their password to their other half. But they would give it to their side chick, but this is the next topic. This is the next topic. So I had some other people who said, I had one other person who said, I do, because it's nothing I'm hiding. This other person said, again, there's nothing for me to hide, so I don't have any problem with my significant other having my phone or my password. But then I got a couple of no's. I had to ask in the family chat, and a lot of people said in the chat, why? Nah, they don't need it, and we don't understand why they would need the password. So I did cut a couple of no's, but more yes. Your Mixness said,
Shout out to my mixers.
shout out to Mixness. They gave a couple. I have no issue with it, primarily because if I get a notification, my phone is not in my hand, or if I'm driving and not wanting to change my Spotify station, he can. He already has a password to do so. This other person said, I would not. I don't care if we've been married for 50 years. He ain't getting that. No, she ain't said that. This person, a couple people. So this person, I guess the significant other's name, has my passwords because I basically use the same password for everything. But it's not something we give. It's more like I'm on whatever account or site, and I'm like, what's your password? He tells me, and I log in, and I look at what I want. My rule is if I ask and you hesitate or ask why before you give me the info, do you trust me? Because if you did, the concern isn't having the info, it's you want to be in control and know what I'm doing, which for me is an issue. We can be private and don't have to share everything, but why not if there isn't anything to hide? You need to trust me and know that I won't ask for it or look into stuff, or I don't need to out of respect for your privacy. And vice versa. So this person said, phone password. I don't mind it in case they need to get in my phone for whatever reason, but I want to give him my password for everything. Is there really trust if you need all my passwords? So, gentlemen, yeah, that was it. Oh, yeah, one more?
Got one more.
Okay.
And then Mixner said, it's not an issue, but I would advise that he doesn't read my girl's chat.
Wait, what? It's not an issue, but I would advise if he doesn't read my girl's chat?
Yes. So if he goes through the phone, don't go through his girl's chat.
Okay.
Girls be talking some reckless stuff.
You're talking about like the group chats.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. I was missing that. Like, wait, what?
Girl chat is Facebook, man.
Anyway, well, hopefully if you get in the passwords, you won't be going. I think I know I was thinking like you just shouldn't be going through, unless that's your intention of why you're getting the password. You really shouldn't be going through your text messages. If you need to get in the phone, do what you need to do, and then that's it. But fellas, what's y'all take on it? How do you feel?
I really don't have a problem with it. I've only given my password to 2 of my relationships that I was in.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, it was because I wanted to give it to them. It wasn't like they kept bugging me. Oh, well, let me see your phone. Who's texting you? Let me see what's in your phone. It wasn't any of that. I just felt comfortable. I trusted them. It was okay.
Now, pause. I'm glad that you said it because the Mixon just said that. When you say trusted them, what do you mean by that?
I knew that if they wanted my password, like I knew that they weren't just going to willingly go in there because they didn't trust me or anything.
Okay.
Like they wanted to go in there and change the music or something, or if their phone's about to die, make a phone call, anything.
So are you saying that if you didn't trust them, that you wouldn't give them the password, even if you don't have anything to hide? Because would it matter?
Nah, I mean, it really depends. If you're always constantly bugging me to get the phone, you're basically showing that you don't trust me, and I haven't given you any reason to not trust me. But if you're constantly always begging me for it,
okay, that depends. It could be that, but it could be the other way. Maybe you have given a reason. That's why they're acting like that.
maybe I had, but what if I didn't?
That would be the thing that needs to be discussed over the password.
Okay, like what is your purpose?
Yeah, so my take on it is, I don't think, like, if you trust each other, you know what I'm saying, it's not that big of a deal to give somebody a password. But what I have realized is that there are levels to privacy. Meaning, like how the one person said, I would just advise you not to go in the girls' group chat. There are people that I know, that friends of mine, family members or whatever, that'll tell me things that they don't want anybody else to know.
Right.
And you having access to my phone like that gives you access to stuff like that too.
Right.
Which you could see it accidentally. Just because you was going through my phone looking for something else. And those are things that you can't risk, because say this person finds out something that they told you and only wanted you to know, then that messes up your relationship with the other person.
Right.
And this levels to that kind of trust. So it's like, it's not like it's an issue as far as getting it, but it's like if you need something in the phone, then you can just ask me, and if you even want to look whatever, you can ask me, show you. But because of stuff like that, I wouldn't really be like, nah, because it's not just about me. And if I got something to hide that's detrimental to the relationship, it's about other things that you don't need to see, that have nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think some people are always so quick to, like, when you say no, it's almost like, well, what you got to hide? I don't have anything to hide. But if there's something in there that, me and my friends discuss that it's only amongst us or family members, you don't need to be in my phone.
You don't need, that's not,
because then it's like, well, what are you trying to go on my phone snooping around for?
So I don't think people place emphasis on, like what you said, that there are other things that only for you to know. I think it's kind of the immediate you're saying no, it's because you're hiding something.
Right.
But you also, again, it's also the misconception that you feel like if people are asking for passwords, it's because they're going to snoop. Some people are, but some people really aren't. It could be who knows what people probably need the phone for. I'm trying to think of an instance when, like, I may need it. Maybe my phone isn't around and I need to check, I don't know, the weather or something.
You can ask somebody. You can ask them to open it for you.
Like,
or something
you
like
don't
that.
need to.
It's never. It's
No, I'm
never
just
too much
saying, I'm
of a
trying to
need
think
like
about
that.
what I would actually need it for. But apparently, as we have, for many people, they share password. They kind of, again, this is very inclusive type. What I have is yours. What you have is
Yeah,
mine, and with
understand
that,
it.
it goes across the board.
I understand it.
So,
But that's why I'm saying you gotta be aware of people. Like I know me personally, if I knew I had a friend like that shares their phone as openly with their significant other, you know, I would be wary of the things that I tell them via phone like that. Because it's like, oh, I know your boyfriend or your girlfriend got access to your phone like that, so I can't text you this because it's a chance they might see it and I don't want them to see it.
Mm-hmm.
So you might,
or even what you say to them, because those type of couples, you have pillow talk like a
that's
mother.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Good.
when they're like each other friends, when they tell each other every little thing.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You gotta be aware. Even like that don't even got nothing to do with a password, because you can
Not at
call
all,
them,
exactly.
you can FaceTime, call them, say
Facts.
something. It's like, let me tell you what this mother told me. That and it's like,
Right.
so you gotta, yeah.
But I do think if it is I'm checking to snoop, or I feel like you're gonna snoop, then y'all have bigger problems. There's clearly a lack of trust on both ends, because like you said, see, it really, if it comes down to it, like, it can't be like, it's cool, not that, you know, there are other reasons why you shouldn't have it, because again, it's things that I only need to see, but it also should be all right, cool, if you need it. But if it's not, and you asking like, well, why do you need it? And the person said, well, why are you asking me? This clearly neither one of y'all trust each other. So I personally won't want to be in a relationship like that, when I feel like I even have to think to snooping my, you know, significant other's phone or anything like that. It's mentally exhausting. It's mentally draining. It's just something I wouldn't want to be in, you know. So
I don't think anyone wants to be in something like that. But I mean, you have some people who really put themselves in a situation to where they keep going through that mental drain.
how so?
Because they still stay trying to figure out, you know, they want to snoop. It's like you stay around this long just so you can somehow get access to something, so you can see if this person was doing X, Y, and Z.
I think some people may feel validated. It's like, okay, I have these feelings. I have this. My gut is telling me something is going on, but I don't have proof. Damn it, I need proof.
But here's the thing. Even when you find out that proof, you still stay. So what did you go through all of that for?
That's true. I mean, I guess you know,
You went
it's
through all
it's
of that
complex.
to still stay.
Some people, man.
Right. Now, see, they went all through all that and then decided, okay, I did get my answer. I didn't just assume that this person was doing X, Y, and Z.
Right.
You know, and then you leave. That's different, because you feel like, okay, you found out what you need to find out, and okay, you feel validated in that. But for those who do stay and they go through the hoops and, you know, hurdles, I don't know. I think it's probably, I don't know if they just feel like accomplished. I don't know. They were able to do, I don't know. I'm not sure. I actually would like to talk to those individuals who go through all of that and say, I'm still going to stay.
They think they can control it. Like, I got control of this now. Now that I know this is happening, I'm gonna get them to stop, or I'm gonna change this, and then afterwards I'm gonna feel proud of what I did. And it's like,
So it's almost like a challenge.
yeah,
Or
yeah,
it's like, where I'm gonna make you feel how you hurt me. Now I'm gonna hurt you.
yeah.
And I might not even do anything. I'm just gonna have you suffer just because.
And they might play themselves because you might leave their ass.
Exactly.
Right?
And then
I'm
it kind of
actually
almost
gonna leave.
depends too on like what you find too. Like, that's another thing. And can you actually mentally deal with that? I don't know. I wouldn't want to go through that personally. May find some, and again, it may not be just one person. It may be a plethora of people he or she could be, you know, doing stuff with, and you like, oh my God.
I think some people have figured out the method that, you know, sometimes when you go through the phone, you're probably not going to find, you know, say if they are cheating, you're not going to find those messages between the two. You'll probably more so find the messages between the best friends. The best friends probably know about what's been going on.
Yeah, I definitely
You'll
think people
probably
have
get
ways.
your answer through that thread more so than the thread of, you know, leaving behind the dirty trails. Like,
Yeah.
all right, can't have that, but I can talk to the best friends about that.
Mm-hmm. I think people have their definite ways. If they are hiding something, I definitely think people are a little bit more smarter these days.
But there are also a lot of people who are still a little dumb, too. A lot.
It kind of goes back to my whole point, even beyond just the password. If you don't want to be committed, then just don't get in one. Don't be in a committed relationship. You have the option to be single, okay? Just be single, guys. Like, it's you can alleviate. I know some people like, but I got this good one, but I'm just not ready. LL freeze. But nah, you gotta understand. You gotta take that L. If you're not deciding to commit, and you may lose a good one, don't be selfish. You just gonna have to just eat it and say, you know what? I lost a good one.
Right.
I wasn't ready to love, and I've accepted it.
People can't take that.
Right.
They have to.
They
Like,
have to.
it
You are
has to.
absolutely
It's
right.
selfish.
But
Yeah,
do
like
they want to? No.
yeah. Well, there's a lot of things you don't want to do in life, but you got to do it. Like to me, it's very selfish
Now,
to do
do
that.
they really have to though? They don't have to give that up. If they want to be selfish, cool.
I mean, yeah, you can. I just think it's bad karma. I think it's bad karma. I do. I feel like you do things like that when you, not that you're intentionally meaning to harm anyone, but you know harm can come from it, especially emotional. And I just think it's not good. It doesn't come back to you very well. So just kind of alleviate all that. You just need to be a man or a woman about it and be like, all right, I know you're a good one, but I'm not ready for you. And that takes a big person to do that.
It's
You know,
hard.
another one will come.
I mean, sometimes too, y'all might come back around and who knows, y'all can rekindle things. Sometimes
Possibly.
it might not be the right moment for you then. And you never really know.
Depends on how long, though.
It can happen sometimes, you know.
Yeah,
It could be
it
like
can.
2-3 years. That person probably still
Listen.
single.
Stars gotta align.
Yeah.
I
But
do believe
sometimes
in
them
that,
stars
though. I
align.
do believe in it. I'm very much into the universe and things
Stars be
aligning.
aligning.
And it can happen for you, but you at least have to allow the opportunity to happen.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. People be thinking if I let it go now, it's probably never gonna come out. I know it's not. And
Yeah.
then, you know, people don't take that risk. But like you said, they got to.
They
got
have to. It alleviates so much of this. But for me, back to just the password, will I mind? He can have the password. I do agree with you. See that there are things in there that, you know, like you have with your family or certain things that you just need to know. But I'm hoping that if he, you know, does have my password, that he really is going in there for the specific reason, whatever that reason is, and not just to be snooping around in my. I mean, you got to go through like hit the WhatsApp and then hit the chat, and you got to do a lot. So I'm looking up to what are you doing? Like you really.
Right.
Had a specific thing, so I would, you know, they're like you're doing too much now, you know. So I will hope that like, hey, here you need a password. Look up something.
Right.
Okay, give it right back. Like it's not.
Yeah. And we gotta remember too.
You know, like
You
no.
always got the option to change that password anyway.
Facts.
Cause
You
I mean,
do, and you're gonna mess it up if I find out that you're doing more than what you need to do. I'm
I mean,
changing. You never getting it.
I mean, if let's say for instance, somebody asks you for the password, you give it to them. They see that you are open and willing to give them the password. They go through the phone looking for whatever they're looking for.
Yeah.
Either find it or don't find it. When I say either find it, I mean like if they was using your phone to go on Google, they go on there, they find it, Google, do whatever. Or if they're looking for something else and they don't find it, there's nothing wrong. And then afterwards, you change your password. It's like, would they still be within their right to be like, oh, why you changed your password? Or if it's like,
Okay, so
you know,
you're
if I
saying
ask,
like,
they should know if you ask, you'll give them the password.
but they probably are gonna ask, why did you change the
And
password?
then you could tell them like what I just said. Well, there's stuff in that phone that like you ain't no telling. It might be something in that phone from somebody else that you don't need to see necessarily.
Right.
So that person's
We
gonna
all
say,
know how sometimes breakups can really end badly, and
Yeah.
if they find anything, any
You know what
little
I'm
thing,
saying?
they like to use that against you
They
and throw it
do,
right back in your
yeah.
face.
But that person will argue back and say, well, hey, it sounds like you now don't trust me because you feel like I'm going to take your phone at any given moment to look and snoop about things that I need to respect, knowing that it's not for me to see. So that person can say that you now don't trust me, and I'm going to be offended now because you should trust me enough to know that if I'm asking for the password, it's for a specific reason, and I'm not going to go and snoop around again. I respect my partner that much that I know he has personal conversations that I will leave that be, like his homeboys or his family, that I'm going to respect him in that way. So it comes beyond just the password. It's a level of respect and trust, and it can go on either side. You know, so if that person says that, they it's kind of validated for them to say that. Then they're gonna think you don't trust me because you immediately went to go change the password, thinking or assuming I'm gonna go back in there, and that wasn't the case. Maybe we wanted to order off Grubhub. My phone was charging, and you had your phone here, and I went in.
Don't rock with Grubhub.
Oh, what do y'all Uber
Better
Eats?
safe than sorry. I don't use.
I don't know. I don't use either one.
Either of them.
What do you
None of
rock
that
with to
shit.
order offline?
I go and get that shit.
All right, well, what about movies or something? Maybe I gotta get tickets online, and somebody else's phone is not available, and then they have it. Like, all right, come on, love, let me just,
Fandango.
all right, you go online and do it. So if my phone's not available, then I'm like, hey, can I borrow yours and do it real quick?
I'm gonna give you the new password. Go
But then
ahead.
you're gonna be like, well, why did you change it from the old one?
And I'm gonna be like, better safe than sorry. It might be something in there from somebody else that ain't none of your business. That
Then
I
I'ma
can't
be
even,
like-
I can't even risk you falling. I can't even risk that falling into your hands. You don't even gotta be looking for it to find it.
So then I'm gonna be like, well, you don't trust me. Cause you think
It's not like I just said. It ain't got nothing to do with trusting you. It could fall into your hands.
how so?
You can be looking for something else and see something else.
But I'm saying, okay, say if you give me your password, right?
Right.
You go and order the tickets. I give you your
Right.
phone back.
Right. Go ahead.
That's it. So then you changing the password, thinking that the next time that I may just see your phone laying there, and I'm gonna
But it's like, again, it's like I just said. It can fall into your hands. You having access means it can fall into your hands. I'm being better. I'm being safe rather than sorry.
So then again, you're saying that you don't trust me, thinking even if I
It's
did
not
have
a
your
trust
phone,
thing. It has nothing to do with trust. It has to do with you
having
seeing something-
access.
You seeing something that you might not. You don't have to be looking for it. You can see it on accident, and it's just like, damn, if you didn't even have access, you would have never seen it. But now that you've seen it,
So it's like, okay, but that could work the same if like you put in your password, you end up giving your girl your phone, and then a text message pop up, right?
mean-
So it can happen that way too.
it can. It can. You're absolutely right. You gotta be conscious of that too.
Because it makes like.
That's
it-
why they
it
have the
makes
iMessage on iPhone.
It makes people a little bit uncomfortable too, because say if everyone's in the same setting and the person that you've been communicating with has been sharing some very deep information that only you and that person know, right?
Yeah.
So say y'all at a party or something, and my girl has my phone and she's just going through it willingly. That person gonna be looking like,
Damn. I was saying all
Yeah,
of this,
you
and you
know,
just all in
it's-
your
But wait,
phone
but
like
see,
that.
you gotta say willingly. What is she doing? She shouldn't be having your phone that long.
It ain't no problem with her having it that long, right?
No, but I feel like it should be if you're borrowing. Everybody just about now has a phone or a smartphone. Just about, we could safely say that, right?
Yeah.
Which we all seem to have with us at all times.
Right.
That's why I don't even believe when people be like, "I didn't get your text." Like, yes, you did.
They got it.
They definitely got
the
it.
phone
They
ain't just for
respond.
text. The
I
phone
don't
does
care about that delivery.
The phone does 1,000 things though. Like,
facts.
But
you know,
exactly.
we're
But
talking about one app of 1,000.
I was,
Can't be
but
too mad at that.
I say this like there should really be no reason why he or she has your phone for a significant period of time. Unless, let's say, maybe their phone is really not with them. Maybe they had to make a phone call, something. But I feel like they probably are using it for a specific reason.
They probably
and they're
are.
gonna give it right back to you.
And they probably are.
And that's it.
That's highly possible. Just
Like,
like
think
it's highly
about it.
possible.
On average, how often do you think that significant others, unless, again, not counting the we do everything together couples, have each other's phones or use each other's phones? Probably not that often.
It's probably not. That still don't mean something could accidentally fall across your eyes
Right.
and you're not gonna see it.
It's stuck
Very true.
across your
I'm literally like,
I'm not saying that can't happen. Just the likelihood of it. I mean, okay, even if it's a likelihood it can happen, that's what you're saying.
yeah, that's why I
Okay.
said you being safe rather than sorry. It's like,
So
I understand
overall,
that.
you're saying, I mean, but if you had to specifically say yes, I'll give my password, or no, what do you say?
Oh, yeah, I'm saying
Say yes, you're
You can have
saying
it. It might change after the fact and because of other reasons, but that's just what it is.
Okay.
Anytime you ask for it, though, you can get it.
So
whether it's
every
changed or
time
not.
she asks for it, you're going to change it every single time.
You have to. You being safe than sorry.
See, I'm not doing all that.
Okay, then don't give him your password.
No, I mean, I'm going to give it to him thinking that hopefully his ass is not going to go through my phone.
It ain't they going through your phone.
Or even
right.
things come up, like I'm hoping that if he has my phone, hopefully,
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Emphasis.
The fact that
Emphasis.
you even have to hope.
Exactly.
that is something that they don't want to see.
Exactly.
I mean, I guess that's the risk I'm willing to take. But that's just me. So I don't mind he having my password. I'm cool with it. But you say, yes, you don't mind.
I don't know.
But you're going to change it like C after each time.
Safety purposes.
Safety purposes.
It's not always about me.
You're right. That is, I'm actually
It's
glad
not always about the
you did
significant
say
other
that.
either.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. So you know what? I have to respect that. I'm glad you're looking at it
Because
from a
they
broader
always love to make it
perspective.
about them.
That's true.
It's not always about either
Love
one
to
of
make it
us.
about them.
That's true. I don't think people do think about it when we say other people outside of the partner, like their family and their friends, the people that they need to protect.
Right.
I don't think people think about that.
Yeah.
Because you know why though? It's so emphasized about people committing infidelity that it's all the focal point is on. You're hiding something. It can't, no one ever, see, he's probably the first person who said that, like, oh, it's really about other people, my friends, this and that. Everybody you heard all the mixers say,
I know.
hiding.
I know.
I ain't got nothing to hide. I ain't got nothing to hide. It's that's the focal point because our society is just.
Granny done text you, her hemorrhoid acting up, and now somebody else done seen it.
Right.
Now when you see Granny.
Granny, how you hemorrhoid? How the hell you know about my
I know
shit?
about my hemorrhoid. You telling this girl my business? I ain't telling you
And
nothing.
he
No,
would be
not
like-
Granny mad, and you can't get none of her sweet potato pie on
You don't
Thanksgiving.
never want the grandparents to get mad.
Don't get me wrong.
They
See,
still spoil you.
I definitely see it from that perspective. And again, I have to applaud you for thinking outside of the box for that. Because then I think people are very self-absorbed and don't think about
That's what I'm saying.
outsiders.
It's what it is.
So overall, guys, I mean, have the consensus though that we will share our password. But okay, real quick, what do y'all do think about the really, really like we do everything together? Sorry, y'all, I had to make fun of y'all. The inclusive couples that I'm you,
They're
you're
mad
me,
annoying.
we're one.
Yeah, they're
We do
annoying.
everything. We share passwords. We eat off each other's plates. We just do everything.
Off my plate. Get your own food.
So you said they're annoying.
Yeah, they're annoying.
They're annoying. I'm
They gonna be like, y'all hating.
I'm happy they
I ain't
feel how
hating.
they. I'm happy they feel how they feel
You
with each
know?
other. I don't
Yeah.
gotta sit there and be around couples like that.
Facts.
You
I
know.
really don't.
You know
Never
what I'm
put
saying?
yourself in a situation where you feel like you're a third wheel or the odd man out. Don't do it.
My take on these type of couples is I don't agree with it 'cause I feel like we're individuals first, and I feel like you get lost in somebody else when you're that inclusive.
Yeah.
Which I don't think is healthy for either party.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I feel like you could build a sense of codependency, especially if you were pretty much dependent coming into a relationship, and that could be very toxic. That's just a negative. Now, people have some positive experiences being with like we're best friends forever, but overall, I feel like I want to be in a relationship where we are individuals first, and hey, you have your own money, I have my own money, do your own thing, like all that good jazz. Yeah. Have your own password. I have mine. Yeah, so that's it, guys. So that was a roundtable mixed question.
Okay.
Healthy.
Y'all Gucci.
Good round table mix. So
Thank you.
we're gonna jump into whose man's is this, and we definitely have a couple to bless with the whose man's is this, and we're gonna start with Odell Beckham Jr. He definitely has to get a whose man's is
What he
this
did?
now. Odell knows the rules and regulations when it comes to NCAA and money. So Odell decides, because he is a LSU alum, his team won the national title yesterday. Excited, cool. But my man's was out
Exciting
there
times.
handing out stacks to the players.
Oh man. They
You know you can't do that. Cameras everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And you know the players is taking the money.
Of course they taking that
You
dough.
can't do that, Odell. You gotta be smarter than that, bro.
Yes.
I don't know what they got you on out in Cleveland, but you gotta be.
Is he even
smarter
going
than
to
that.
stay in Cleveland at this point? They were already. They say reports are saying he was really frustrated. Just wasn't a good mix.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We will see, but we definitely gonna bless him with the whose man's is this, because that right there.
You gotta know that. You know that. You was playing. You played college ball, man. You know what it is.
Hell
Wilding
yeah.
out.
Definitely, man. Okay, know whose man's is this. Moving on. Who else do we? There was someone else that I wanted to bless with a whose man's is
You
this.
need to bless Antonio Brown. I'm sorry, I was making fun
Oh,
with
yeah.
the whole penis. Gummy penises.
Bag of dicks.
Bag of
Yeah.
dick. All right, I'm gonna say bag of dicks. Y'all know
It's
I don't
okay,
like the
you
P
can say
word,
it.
the D word.
It's what it say. That's what it say.
It
on
It
the
does
bag.
say bag of dicks. It does.
It is all right.
I don't know why he had bag of dicks. I don't know.
Listen, man,
so smart.
specifically for that moment, he is an
We-
insane person.
Yeah,
So yeah,
He's an
Definitely.
insane person.
he would
he's,
get one too.
he's getting a whose man's is this?
He would get one
We're
too.
moving along.
Who else? There was somebody else I wanted to bless with a whose man's is this. Damn.
What you want to bless?
And I forgot. Oh, I wanted to bless my homegirl Shay. I gotta bless her with a whose man's is this. So Shay somehow sends me something, right? Now, I'm gonna just say the Instagram name, and I want y'all to tell me if I'm bugging and why she didn't catch this at first. The Instagram name is Incorrect NFL News. The post was breaking. Titans running back Derrick Henry tore his ACL at practice today. She sends it to me. I said, you know this isn't true, right? She goes, I guess. I hear you. I'm going to monitor this. I said, yo.
Read the title of it.
The Instagram name. I said, did you even go through the page?
They didn't go through the
to
page.
Understand.
Everything they post is incorrect.
It's incorrect.
On purpose.
So, yeah, she would definitely be getting blessed with a whose man's is this. So, Shay, you just got to do better, man.
Sorry, Shay.
You know, Shay.
I love
Shay. You dearly,
I
sis.
know.
But, god damn, you just got to do better out here, man. For real. Do y'all have anyone to bless with a whose man's is this?
I got one.
Oh, man.
Oh, you got one, see?
I got
All
one.
right.
I might got to. But the first one, right? This one, I think y'all would like this whose man's is, because I don't know whose man's this is. He got very lucky this day. It was this guy.
Mm-hmm.
He was I seen it on Twitter. You know, he was just walking through the grocery store and he came across this guy. He knew his name. He was filming it like, hey, you know, ain't your name such and such? He like, yeah, you know. He like, oh yeah, you remember me? He like, nah. And he was like, oh yeah, you was the guy that tried to rape me when I was a child. I was in a foster home. And he was like, you lucky you in here with I don't know if it's his granddaughter or something like that. It probably was his granddaughter or something because it was a little baby. Like, you lucky you in here with this little girl. Otherwise, I would be washing you all over the store. It'd be over for you. But I'm going to see you again. I don't know whose man's that was doing it to him as a little kid. But I am glad that Big Homie found him as an adult.
Hell yeah.
And he can deal with that situation. That's what I call justice.
All right.
Facts.
And
that is a big fact.
That's one. I got another whose man's is this though too. And so a long time ago, I don't even remember doing this because it was just random. I was having a conversation with somebody. I told him my name was Bruce Wayne. We was talking about Batman. I was just like, you know what? I'm like Bruce Wayne. Forget it. They just told me recently that this entire time they thought my real name was Bruce.
You know, see, you could be a Bruce though.
First of all, every last one of my social media handles is
Like,
Carlton. You dig?
He
Every last
probably,
one.
he probably did not make the association at all.
But like, how?
Could be a Bruce.
How
You
don't
like
you
a
make
Bruce,
that?
y'all?
How don't you make that associate? We were having a conversation on Instagram. My name on Instagram, it says Carlton. You dig? How don't you? Even when you click on my page, it says Carlton Smith. How you just this whole time?
Well, see,
I
at
thought
least
you-
on Facebook.
Even on Facebook.
Like, even on Facebook.
Facebook, but it says Carlton your Dig Smith, right? On Facebook.
It don't got no Bruce or Wayne in there anywhere.
Wait,
anywhere.
Did you say Bruce Wayne or just Bruce?
I said Bruce Wayne. We was talking
So
about
he didn't
Batman.
think you were playing?
First of all,
Especially
it
you
was a
talking
she.
about Batman?
First of all, it was a she.
Oh, she.
But when we were talking about Batman, I don't know if they need a whose man's this for not knowing who Bruce Wayne was.
Right. That's what
Or
that's why I
if
asked.
they need they might need two. They might need another one just
Yeah.
for not knowing that my goddamn name is clearly not Bruce Wayne. But I mean, shout out to Batman. Though,
I
'cause
like
an idol of
Batman.
mine.
That's my favorite DC
I love
character.
Batman. I
Yeah.
love that. So I wasn't too mad, but that person definitely got to get a who's man. I don't know whose
Alright.
man that
Sure,
is.
man. Definitely.
Oh
gotta do
man.
better. You got anyone to bless?
No, I don't have no whose man's. I've been chilling.
You been chilling?
I've been chilling. I'm not giving anybody whose man's is this.
All right, cool,
Yeah.
cool. Well, listen, Mixiners, we definitely appreciate you guys being locked in the mix with us tonight. We did want to share some news with you guys. So tonight is our last show, but don't worry, we still will provide you all with a lot of In the Mix content, so you can still stay in the mix with us. Follow us on Instagram at In the Mixx Radio 1. Do not worry, we will be back. All right, but keep it locked. It's your big dog Kid 6. Shot Town's finest, Carlton, your dig, and your girl
already
Leah,
know.
a.k.a. the therapist, and so effing classy. Until next time, we out of here.